What is the difference between the February and October revolutions? Have you ever wondered how two revolutions in the same year could lead to such different outcomes? The February and October revolutions of 1917 in Russia are prime examples of this. Let's break down the key differences between these two significant events. The February Revolution, which took place in March of 1917 according to the Gregorian calendar, was mainly a liberal revolution. Its goal was to overthrow the autocratic Tsarist regime. Many people viewed the Tsarist government as oppressive and incapable of solving the social and economic issues that had worsened due to World War I. This revolution was a mass uprising involving workers, soldiers, and women. The immediate triggers included severe economic hardship, food shortages, and military failures. Protests erupted in Petrograd, now known as St. Petersburg. Soldiers eventually sided with the protesters, leading to Tsar Nicholas II's abdication. Following the February Revolution, a provisional government was established. This government aimed to be more liberal and democratic, promising reforms and a move toward constitutional governance. While it aligned with liberal ideals, it struggled to maintain authority and stability. The February Revolution was violent but largely spontaneous, reflecting a desire for political liberalization rather than radical social change. In contrast, the October Revolution, which occurred in November of 1917, was a socialist revolution led by the Bolshevik Party under Vladimir Lenin. The aim was to overthrow the Provisional Government and replace it with a government based on socialist principles. This included abolishing private property and establishing a dictatorship of the proletariat. Unlike the February Revolution, the October Revolution was not a broad popular uprising. It was a planned coup by a smaller, disciplined political group. The Provisional Government had lost control over the army and was weakened politically, which created an opening for the Bolsheviks to seize power. The October Revolution replaced the liberal democratic experiment with a one-party communist state. This new regime suppressed political pluralism and individual freedoms, which went against liberal values. The October Revolution marked a shift from a political revolution aimed at liberal reform to a social revolution focused on radically restructuring society and the economy. From a liberal perspective, the February Revolution represented hope for advancing democracy and individual rights in Russia. However, the October Revolution was a setback, replacing those aspirations with authoritarian socialism that curtailed political freedoms. In summary, the February Revolution aimed to establish a liberal democratic order, while the October Revolution sought to create a socialist state. February was a spontaneous mass movement, while October was a planned seizure of power. February ended autocracy and aimed for liberal reform, while October ended the liberal experiment and initiated authoritarian rule. Understanding these differences helps us see the tension in Russian history between liberalism and revolutionary socialism.